This meeting of the Oak Park City Council is called to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, will our acting city clerk, Crystal Van Vleck, please call the roll.
Mayor McClellan.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Becker.
Here.
Councilmember Burns.
Here.
Councilmember Radner.
Here.
Councilmember Whitehead.
Good. We have quorum. Before we approve the agenda, please add item 5J to the consent agenda. It is payment on a contract that's already been awarded. Okay, is there a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Consent agenda. These are routine items presented without discussion. Any council member can ask to remove an item and have it considered separately. Regular council meeting minutes of October 16th, 2023. Parks and Recreation Committee minutes for May 17th, June 21st, July 19th, and August 16th. C, Recycling and Environmental Conservation Commission meeting minutes for July 20th, August 17th, and September 21. D, request to approve payment of invoices from MDOT for construction projects in the total amount of $152,781.80. E, request to advertise for bids for the 2024 sewer lining project M763. F, request to approve payment of invoices from OHM Advisors for GISDWAM grant and 9 Mile Road CE for the total amount of $18,064.25. G, payment application number 2 for the 2023-24 miscellaneous concrete project to Mattioli Cement Company of Fenton, Michigan for $235,685.43. H, payment application number 2 for the 2023 block pruning project M748 to Urban Tree Trimming of Detroit, Michigan in the amount of $7,000. Finally, licenses new and renewals submitted for November 6th. And J, payment on a contract already awarded. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Edgar.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitehead.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. We don't have visiting elected officials. There are 2 special recognition presentations. Retirement recognition for Public Safety Officer Bernard Anderson and our Director Steve Cooper. Oh.
Director Cooper, if you'd like to join me at the podium. Before that, I do want to, as city manager, recognize Bernard Anderson's service to our community as an employee from 1996 till present. The mayor, council, and administration of the city of Oak Park, Michigan, in testament and tribute to his distinguished public service and lasting contributions to the city of Oak Park and its residents, wish to express their sincere appreciation to Bernard Anderson. You have served as a pillar of integrity in this organization and have helped set the city's high standard of excellence. You have served as a source of guidance, support, and leadership for your colleagues, and it is those qualities that will leave a lasting imprint on the city of Oak Park. Your dedicated spirit, wealth of knowledge, and overall dedication to the city of Oak Park will be sorely missed. Signed, Marion McClellan, Mayor, Eric Tungate, City Manager. Director Cooper, I know you had a few words as well, so I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council, City Manager Tungate. Like I said, I'll be brief. Officer Anderson is not here to accept his award. His last day of service with the City of Oak Park's Public Safety Department will be Friday, November the 10th. Just a little bit about Officer Anderson is he Served 28 years with the department. He currently works our day shift. He's in our patrol division. He's a highly decorated officer. He's received numerous awards and citations throughout his career. He was previously a member of our department's first motorcycle unit. Also, prior to his employment, I always tell the story that he was played professional baseball with the Detroit Tigers, and maybe he'll go back and see if he can get a second employment job with the Detroit Tigers. It's been a pleasure to serve alongside Officer Anderson for the past 28 years. I wish him all the best in the next chapter of his life. And like I said, it's always bittersweet when you get to this point, but I wish him nothing but the best in his retirement. And like I said, I'll be honored to get his plaque to him. So I want to thank Council for allowing me a moment to just acknowledge him. Thank you.
And item 7B is a proclamation honoring Yisrael Politi. Thank you. Sorry, mangling your name. We have a beautiful presentation here, which I will read. Whereas Israel opened Metro Frame at 26045 Coolidge in 1992, Oak Park resident wanted to be close to home to serve the local community. The store was also a gallery, serving as a space for the artwork Mr. Politi collected throughout the years. And whereas Mr. Politi opened Metro Frame after he worked an area frame shop and realized he preferred to be his own boss and have his own headaches, probably. This move not only allowed him to create a successful business, but the area community too. Mr. Politi is known as an artistic wizard who would spend the time to get to know each customer, their decor, and their artistic vision. And whereas an artist himself, Mr. Politi created a space that was intriguing, engaging, and enjoyable. His desire to educate people about art and to ensure each customer had a piece of art in their home they enjoyed is what made Metro Frame such a staple in the Oak Park community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Marion McClellan, Mayor of the City of Oak Park, Michigan, on behalf of the Oak Park City Council and all of our residents, by proclamation, do hereby recognize and honor Yisrael Politi for his exemplary service and dedication to our community. In testimony whereof, I have officially signed my name and caused the seal of the City of Oak Park, Michigan, to be affixed this 6th day of November, 2023. Can we have everyone come forward for pictures?
Absolutely, Madam Mayor. Let's do pictures.
Come on up, you're in the middle.
Yeah. Let's see.
Just you and me.
Nothing happens without your wife.
Yeah.
So let's see, we'll let you hold this one. Okay.
That's right. Alrighty. Very nice.
It's so good to see you.
Thank you.
And you've just been a treasure in Oak Park.
Beautiful necklace.
Oh, it's beautiful. She must know an artist.
We still in Oak Park, we like Oak Park.
Good. Yeah, you're welcome, thank you. Thank
Took
you.
proud
If you,
of living in Oak Park.
do you want to say something to the people?
I'm not a speaker. no.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I'm not a speaker. Yeah,
Thanks for coming. See, I told you to get you.
thank you. Thank you.
And then stay, if you have any problems, you have my phone number and call me.
Yeah. Thank you, Julie. Thank you.
We'll share. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Now we have public hearing to receive public comment on the allocation of the 2024 Community Development Block Grant Funds in the amount of $123,732. I am opening the public hearing, and this is only to speak about this block grant fund allocation. If you're here for different things, save it for the next public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak about this allocation of grant? Okay, we will close the public hearing. Now there's a resolution approving the recommended allocations of the 2024 Community Development Block Grant Funds and authorizing the mayor to sign the application and subrecipient agreement on behalf of the city. Is there a motion? Thank you. Second. Do we need a roll call? Yeah? Go for it.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitehead.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Edgar.
Yes.
Yeah. This is failing and falling funding that there is, the amounts of these things used to be a lot bigger, and we could buy houses and fix them up, and this is just kind of a lot smaller these days. No communications, no special licenses, no accounting reports, bids, ordinances, down to 2 items from the city manager, Eric Tungate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council. 15A is a request by Coolidge Park Limited for waiver of stormwater penalties for property at 23200 Coolidge. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have, council members, but this is just a straight request to waive penalties and fees.
And I think that our attorney had said that we are, no, okay. We are,
So
any questions or discussion?
No.
Okay. Roll call vote then, please.
There's no motion.
Got a motion to approve the request by Coolidge Park Limited for waiver of stormwater penalties for property at 23200 Coolidge, parcel 2529354001.
If there's no motion, what happens to this agenda item? Does it fail on its face, or do we actually have to make a motion and vote?
it just, I believe it just gets postponed if
Oh,
there's
okay.
just no
Well,
motion.
then I'll make the motion.
Okay. And who's second?
I'll second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Well, I'm sorry. Just
Discussion.
A discussion point. My understanding of this is that these costs, these fees were accrued almost intentionally, that bills were not paid for a very long time. The individual who requested this waiver has twice at this point asked to have this on the agenda, and twice has not appeared, at least that I know of, maybe 3 times. And I'm not going to vote for it.
And so it is, and there wasn't a reason, it was it's
There's
like
no reason
special
to.
treatment.
Right.
Right?
Certainly no need.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Radner.
No.
Councilmember Whitehead.
No.
Councilmember Burns.
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Edgar.
No.
Mayor McClellan.
No. Motion failed. Thank you.
Okay, 15B, I would like to ask our finance director, Sandra Crawford, to join me at the podium, please.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council members, City Manager Tungate. Item 15B, before you is the Special Assessment District Number 708 and 710 for unpaid delinquent exception recommendations. At the council meeting of October 2nd, the City Council adopted the Special Assessment Resolution Number 9 to confirm the roll with the exceptions of 14, which are attached, which were to be removed temporarily for further review. City Council also adopted Special Assessment Resolution Number 10, setting the due date of November 14th, 2023, together with a penalty of 10% for Special Assessment District Number 708, delinquent utilities, and Special Assessment District Number 710, property blight. The recommended action is that the unpaid invoices belonging to the following parcels be restored to the Special Assessment District Number 708, along with the original 10% penalty. 13011 Oak Park Boulevard, 21111 Kipling, 21900 Harding, 23000 Eastwood, 23421 Cloverlawn, 23860 Majestic, and 24320 Oneida. And the following parcels.
Director Crawford, may I interrupt you just real quick? It was my understanding that 13011 Oak Park Boulevard, 21900 Harding, and 24320 Oneida are being removed from the list. Am I incorrect? Tim?
Kipling is, let's see here.
That they paid.
Okay, so they have been paid before the.
They have
due
been
date? Okay.
subsequently paid, so
Okay,
yes,
yeah,
those
so if
three.
they're- Okay, if they've been paid, then they come off the list. So that would be 13011 Oak Park Boulevard, 21900 Harding, and 24320 Oneida. Okay. Alrighty, and the following parcels be restored to Special Assessment District Number 710, along with the original 10% penalty, which is 21921 Eastwood. Is that one paid as well? Okay, so that one, okay, yeah, 21921 Eastwood has not been paid, so that needs to be restored. And then 21111 Kipling has not been paid, so that needs to be restored as well. It is also recommended that the invoices belonging to the following parcels be removed from the Special Assessment District Number 708, along with the original 10% penalty. 81309 Mile, 81369 Mile, 81389 Mile, 14097 Lincoln, and 21350 Ridgedale. And that completes the report.
Were these mentioned already? Yep.
What exactly is this, are we going to be making a motion on? To accept the waivers of the ones that she just listed off, those 5?
So the three under Special Assessment District 708, there's the property, and those 3 properties I just mentioned
Come off.
come off.
So they stay off. Don't put them back. We're not going to put those back on because
Right.
they're paid.
Right.
Okay.
So that is the only change in the
Yes.
requested action document in front of you.
Yes.
Just those 3 coming off of 708.
I'll make the motion.
So moved.
I'll second it, just to make life difficult for Crystal.
Councilmember Whitehead.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Edgar.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Radner.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, members of council, that completes the city manager report for this evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Comes to call to the audience. Please, you will have filled out a card, I think. And Mrs. Van Vleck will read the card.
I have one card from Mr. Ken Sherman.
Thank you.
Good evening, Ken Sherman on Jerome Street in Oak Park. I'm going to use my allotted time to rebel rouse tonight on 2 issues. The first issue has to do with the GFL service. Last Wednesday was my trash pickup day. Well, by 6:30, GFL had not picked up half of the street for trash, and I come to find out that in addition to my half of the street, they didn't do either side of the streets on the left and right to me. I called GFL up 6:30 that evening, and of course, they're closed. You get an outgoing message. You can't leave a message. And I have brought this up to put in a phone system where you can leave a voicemail message when you call. And what's funny, when I called in the morning, they said, "And what city are you calling from?" Well, if it's supposed to be a dedicated phone line for Oak Park, you would think they would know what city you're calling from if it's actually a line for Oak Park City residents. So that's my first concern. My other concern, tomorrow's election day, and I know you're going to bring it up and advocate for the passage of the 2 Elevate Oak Park proposals. I passed out a newspaper article that I'm going to reference from the Detroit News from Friday the 3rd, entitled "New Livonia Senior Center Project Gets $8 million Grant from Wayne County." And I think the takeaway from this 2-page article that I gave you is my highlighted pink on the bottom of the first page. Officials said the Senior Citizen Project is being funded without, and I repeat, without raising the city's property tax. And then on the top of the second page, federal, state, county, and city officials were able to secure the monies to pay for the rest of the project, which is $14 million more, from other sources, the city said. So my question is, where did Oak Park go wrong with their inability to do what Livonia did? Why are the taxpayers being asked to raise their property taxes to pay for a senior citizen center or rec center when other cities apparently are able to access monies from the government and other sources to pay for theirs without raising their property taxes? So I think you
Please
guys need
finish
to
your
do
sentence. Time. Finish up.
look back to see what you could have done differently that the city of Livonia did that maybe we should be able to learn from. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Anybody else? Nope. Benny, can you fire up those pictures from our event then? If we are on call to the council? The rec department put on a phenomenal event, flawless. There was music, there were decorations, there were activities for the kids to do. Parents and residents dressed up so cute and got in the spirit of the thing, and it was just a warm, wonderful, delightful day. Little devils and other assorted characters were wandering around. Ninja Turtles and other characters were just, everybody was happy, everybody was smiling. It was a fun, wonderful event that we will repeat because it was like a small hometown fun party. One fellow was real good with Legos and had a whole trunk full of Halloween Legos. People decorated. There's Where's Waldo? If you were wondering where he is, he was at the Oak Park event. Everybody got candy. It was a safe place. Everybody was supervised. And I think I had a favorite one where the skeletons were all sitting around wearing lions, tigers, and what's the hockey team? Red Wings, thank you. Shirts. And one of them said, please, Detroit, we want a trophy before I die. And here he is, a skeleton already, so it was too late. And I was just a favorite. Oh, my. And then we had a skeleton dressed up for Halloween, and he wore a skeleton costume. I am easily amused. Then the Parks and Recreation minutes that we had in our consent agenda just listed so many incredible of activities. First, we hired Jess Alger, who is going to do some teen sports with us this spring. We had the summer blast. We had the senior picnic. We had the senior picnic sold out for 65 people. It was so popular. July 4th events, the farmers market, the summer entertainment series. We have Erin Foley as an intern for 2 semesters. She is learning from the absolute best recreation department around. We have Seniors in Motion. We have brunch and learn activities. We have the dog park and the theater trips. It is just, there's a million things to do in Oak Park, and it's just been fun. Thank you so much, Mayor Pro Tem Julie Edgar.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. And again, I wanted to congratulate Mr. Politi on his retirement. We miss you already, but I know your store's in good hands. So you mentioned to me that a mother and daughter bought it, which is great. So I'm glad that Metro Frame will continue to exist. And I would just urge people to vote tomorrow if they haven't already. Thank you. Good night.
Councilmember Carolyn Burns.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Please remember to vote, as my colleagues had stated, and also please be aware of the time change. I know everyone is like still awake because of the hour adjustment, and just be safe. Thank you for coming out. I love to see new faces.
Councilmember Solomon Radner.
Thank you all for coming out. Everybody remember to vote tomorrow. Have a great night.
Councilmember Sean Whitehead.
Vote, vote, vote. Duke and Jordan, their costumes were Captain Marvel and Black Panther. So next year we'll be at Boo Bash. They were a little young this time.
All right, all right. We got a spot picked out for them. Thank you for coming. Stay well and vote. There being no further business to come before the council, this meeting is adjourned.